Hi everyone, I'm Ferd and welcome to my video. Want to start off with a big thank you to all of my subscribers. I'm over 500 now. Just a big thank you. I never dreamed it'd be that big. But anyway, today I'm working on a little Honda push mower. Now this is one of the higher ends. Probably today you would pay about $1,200 or $1,300 for one of these. And I've been working on this several years. Just comes in around January, February, and gets a yearly service. I change the oil, sharpen the blades, check the filter and the spark plug, and that's pretty much all I've ever had to do to this up to this year. It's kind of racing up and down and having some issues, so we're going to see if we can fix the problem. So enjoy the video, and let's see if we can help out this poor little Honda mower. This is a little Honda Versamo. It's in here for a yearly service. And let's start it up and see how she runs. Running rough. About once a year, he'll call me up and have it serviced. Usually I just have to change the oil, sharpen the blades, and put a filter and check the plug on it. But this year it's running kind of rough. So what I'm going to do is pull this carburetor off of there. I think it might just be gumming up. This has always been a really nice mower. I love these things. So let's go ahead and do a service on it. I won't bother you with the oil change and checking the plug or anything. I'm going to pull this carburetor off there and we're going to see what's inside of it, if anything, that's causing it to surge and pop and backfire, and it's not getting up to its full RPMs when you engage the blades on it. Okay, first thing we do is shut that gas off. I want to get this out of the way. So you got 3 number 10 nuts up here on the top. Already had them loose. Take that, just set her back there and lift this up and just turn it off to the side. Gas tank comes right up with it. Okay, we got our top off, got our gas shut off, got the spark plug unplugged for safety. And what we need to do to take the carburetor off is remove these 3 bolts right here. We'll start with that one. This one over here could be fairly tight. I've already got it loose. I'm going to hold the bottom of the carburetor just to kind of support things. We'll go ahead and pull this breather off of it, get these out of here. There's a tube that plugs into the back of the breather. Pull that off, this thing falls to the floor. And then we can move this up out of the way. All the gaskets and everything fell off of it. This one's broke. There's 4 gaskets. There's one still stuck on the back of this one. I'm going to leave that go. One goes on here. Keep them all together. This one's stuck on the back. And then I've got 2 more that go behind the carburetor. Remember that. Our choke, got that off of there. Now we want to disconnect that fuel line. And if I didn't mention it, we need to disconnect the kill switch off of the coil too. Okay, we've got our fuel line off. Want to take our carburetor and kind of lift up on the bottom of your throttle, lift up on the bottom of that and just turn the carburetor towards you. And it's got a Z-bend in it, and just pull it out. That spring's still on there, so there'll be a little spring action to it. Then we can turn it the other way and just pull that spring off of it. Just like that. We'll take our carburetor over there and work on it. Okay, it doesn't have a drain. Most of them do, the Hondas, but this one don't, so I'm just going to break that loose and get that gas out of there. I want to save it and let it set just for a few minutes because I want to see if there's any water in it. And usually after it sets a little while, I can already see water down in there. So it's got water in it. And water usually gets into these. He keeps this thing in his garage, but usually gets into the gas can. And there's a little bit of crap down in the bottom of it, but not much. But that's all it takes. Take the float out. We'll pull the jet out of it. Okay, there we go. There's the one that fits it. Okay, this is metal. That should pop down out of there. Just get on top of it and inside and give it a little tap or a little push. There it came. And there's our tube. This all looks pretty clean up there. So I'm just going to clean up the bowl, the jet, and that's as far as I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to buy a kit for it. All these gaskets look really good on it. Okay, let's soak it. I'll take my little flashlight and just shine it up in through there and check these holes out and make sure I've got light shining through them. And they all look good to me. The float, the valve seat, the needle valve, and the pin, I just stuck that in the water and rinsed it off. Everything's blow dried, clean, and it's ready to go back together. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this tube back up in there. Just remember which way that you take it out. This is the part that sticks up through the top. So I'm going to put that down in there first. Then I can put my jet back down in there. And we'll just tighten that down. And if you look through the top, you should be able to see it. Push that tube on up through there. Get that snug down. Put my needle valve back in it. Just slides onto the float. And I'm just going to set it right down in there like that. Just drop it. Take the pin, wiggle it through there. Don't force nothing and try not to push down on that needle valve. And we'll just put this back on there. Give her a little tug like that. And this thing's ready to go back on, other than I'm making a gasket for it right here. I'll get this cut out and then we can put that on there. Now to put our carburetor back on it, we're just going to do everything we did to take it off except in reverse. On this carburetor, you get two little holes in it. Spring's going to go in this front one right there, and then our throttle is going to go in this one here in the back. So we'll take our spring, get that hooked in there, turn our carburetor this way, put the rod in the hole, and just turn it up just like that. Now we're going to hook our fuel line back up to it. You want to do that now because you're not going to be able to get to it when you put this breather back on there. Down that way. There we go. Got that on there. Now we want to put our breather back on. I'm going to set that down there just for a second. We're going to take our 2 bolts, put them up in there like that. And then we have a gasket that goes on there. We have the gasket that's still on the back side of our bracket. Get them started on there. Once we get them through that gasket back there, then we'll put the front of the carburetor on it in the bolts. Okay, we've got our breather started through it. Got this gasket on, and then we're going to take our carburetor and slide that on those 2 bolts just like that. And then our bolts are going to poke out the back side of it. We've got this big gasket that goes on there next. And it sits in there in this position. Okay, we've got that on there. Now we can take our choke. It's going to go on there in this direction. You got that little plunger thing here in the back. It's going to plug in to the engine back there, to its little heater. We'll slide that on there just like that. And then we have one more gasket. This is the one we made over there. It kind of only fits on there one certain way, but it's going to go up like that. Now we'll take the whole assembly. Don't forget this tube. It's going to plug into the back of it. So maybe we can go ahead and do that right now. Got that plugged in. Then we'll take this whole assembly, holding on to that choke until we get those bolts up against their bolt holes. And get them started so none of our gaskets fall out. Okay, our bolts are started. I got them ran down in there pretty good ways. They're not completely tight yet. So now I can put this one in. I'll check my choke and make sure it's working. You just push on the back side of it. You can feel the choke open and shut. Make sure my breather's on there. And then I'm going to crank them down. And our carburetor's installed. Put our kill switch back under the little clip on the breather. Plug it in. We'll go ahead and plug the spark plug back in it. Put our cover back on it. Our starter, bolt it down. And let's see how it runs. All right, let's see if we did anything to it. That sounds good. Well, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I'd like to mention that these little Honda mowers are my favorite. I wished I had one myself. They're easy to work on. They're trouble-free. There are some that you do have problems with, and like any other mower, they have their own problems. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some good information out of it. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button and support my channel. Join the family and help it grow. Hit that notification bell and get notified when I put new videos up there. Doing it all the time. And if you got one of these little mowers and it starts coughing and puffing on you and you're having trouble with the carburetor, got a little water or dirt into it, and you need to take it apart, clean it like I did this one here. Real simple fix. Have fun!